Swimming and fitness enthusiasts, welcome to another video. Today we're going to look at what we can do to prepare our body a little bit better before jumping in the water. What can we do to make our joints and muscles function a little bit better, so-called mobility. My name is Dennis Ekmati. I'm your performance coach and sports scientist bringing you guys this video, and today it's sponsored by Base Performance, serving the triathlon community. Thank you so much for supporting us and asking for this video, and we would love to help your community. With that being said, we also have a special announcement to make. October 31st, we have been working diligently for the past few months on a swimming-specific strength book called The Foundations of Strength Training for Swimmers. If you are more interested in how the body functions and how we can actually improve what we're doing out of the land, inside of the water, this book will be for you. Now, let's look at what we're gonna look at more for this Dryland warm-up. Pre-swim warm-up with a Superband. This is going to fit any swimmer of any age and any level. I want to remind you that swimmers as early as 10 years or younger start getting really restricted at certain areas. And all you're going to need for this warm-up is going to be a Superband. The red band is a very general resistance for many people to handle. However, for the last exercise, which is a pass-through, it tends to get a little tense for many swimmers. So if you want to level down for a yellow Superband, that will work just as fine. If you are ready, let's grab your Superband and let's get going. Grabbing our band, wrapping it around our foot, not only once but twice to secure it. And I like to wrap the band around my back to secure it even more and strap it around my hand. The premise is now to take about 3 deep breaths, and we're also going to move around 3 repetitions. Holding first here, hamstring, that we're going to emphasize, and I'm moving my feet around as well to open up the nerves that tend to get really tight around the anterior tibialis, around the calf, and up closer to the knee. After those 3 repetitions, placing it to target the IT band a little bit more laterally, and you see my feet moving around, and not only am I feeling my IT band but also my piriformis. I have a bad back, and after holding the 3 breaths, chopping it down and coming back up for about 3 repetitions before we're going out and opening up the groin in similar fashion. This stretching is more than passive stretching. It's called PNF stretching, where it's a little bit lighter mode of PNF stretching. It's called proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation, where we're getting more activation in the muscles while we're actually getting them into the end range positions that we are comfortable in. Coming into a figure 4 or a crossed leg, holding it and rocking it side to side is making my hips and my core feeling much better and looser, and finishing up by rolling and pushing my knee down as far as I can, and even getting some help with my arm if I need to. Then we'll sit up and go out to the side to target the anterior part of our leg, quads and hip flexors. The most important thing here is that we're not arching our lower back. Keep your abs engaged, rib cage down, and move your knee around. I'm pushing it down to get more adductors engaged, and then bringing it back up to get my abductors engaged. And after that, I'm moving my hip in and rolling it out. I am a breaststroker, so before I swim, I need my hips to feel a little bit more mobile, and I like to finish with a kick. If you're not a breaststroker, you can just do a little kick to get some engagement in your quads. Otherwise, if you're a breaststroker or IMer, go all the way out to feel the full range. After that, we're gonna switch sides and repeat on the other side. And make this switch rather quick. Just grab the loop over to the other side, put the band on your back, and then start breathing. My left side is much worse than my right side, so I tend to take a few deeper breaths on my left side and move around a little bit more. So if your body is speaking to you this way, don't hesitate to stay a little bit longer on one side than you are on the other side. The key though is always going to be a few breaths followed by some movements, and the lower back always have to be pushed down, and we do that by engaging our deeper core muscles in the abs. So if we are relaxing, we tend to arch our lower back and avoid the tension in the muscles and the joints. So if you are extra tense, you take extra deep breaths, and if the band is okay, you can just pull that a little further towards you as you're getting a little bit more loose. This is a time where you can actually be mindful of the body is doing, how the day has been, and by no means do you have to do this just before you swim. Actually, before we do weights, or the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning, is a great morning routine to get your day started, and would save you some time on pool deck and would even give you some options of doing some other things as well. This is also a great time to scan through the workout in your mind if you know you're going to have a tough workout or if it's going to be a recovery workout. If you do have a recovery workout, you can actually spend a lot longer time doing this. If you have a longer workout and you need to get going, you can take less breaths and do less repetitions, but I think that 3 is going to be a good general minimum for everybody. If you go up to 5 or 10, that's even better for some people. And we're going to finish with the upper body on our belly now. We're going to grab the band, and this is where you can grab the yellow band if it's too tough. Starting wider than closer, engaging our glutes and keeping our rib cage tucked down. We never want to arch our lower back or see any movement in our hips when we are bringing the band back behind our back and then back over. And it's not just a stretch, I'm actually using the muscles in my back here. It's lower trapezius, rhomboids that are actually using the shoulder blades here so I can get up and over. And now I'm actually moving side to side to get a different stretch. And after about 2-3 repetitions, once you're feeling good, you can come a little closer. And it might put the biceps in a little bit more tense situation. But again, pull the band out. Grab the band tight so you have a good tension all the way through the wrists and the elbow, all the way into the shoulder, so we are protecting the area. If you are going too fast here, especially coming back with no tension, you are placing your body at a risk of getting hurt. So control the movement always before you are speeding it up, and before you're coming closer, just gently start wide. And I love to finish up with a little child's pose with some rocks, loosen up the lats, upward facing dog, 2 to 3 repetitions, and then we're gonna be good to go. That is a great way to prepare the muscles and the joints to feel and function a little bit better before we jump in the water. Please comment below how that made you feel. Did you feel any looser, any lighter when you were swimming this time? Like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Please hit the notification button so you can get notified when we're coming up with these great videos. And thank you again for Base Performance for requesting this fantastic video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And remember, October 31st, the Foundations of Strength Training for Swimmers is dropping on Amazon and Amazon Kindle for any swimming enthusiast interested in making you faster and also reducing your injuries. See you in the next video.